Okay, so I'm back again to one. I'm just gonna kind of do some blitzing here. Actually, let me get something set up before I do that. So if you weren't here earlier, what I was doing some Ultima 7 theory crafting slash watch the sausage getting made. Essentially what that is, you know, a lot of the videos that I do are spreadsheets, and in those spreadsheets I like to share things that I'm doing. So ultimately I'm showing you how I'm making one of those spreadsheets for Ultima 7. So I'm going to blitz first, but give me 1 second here. All right, so okay, so first I'm just going to go through my blitz here. Bum, bum, bum. Not sure how many people are going hard for her, but I'm at what, 4-5? I think the predictions were a bit high, but it's all right. So all these matchups suck, so I'm just going to auto lose here to get back down. Yeah, come on. All right. Hey Loki, how you doing? I'm just going through my blitz first, and then I'm gonna continue working on the Ultima 7 theory crafting video that I had done earlier today, which I'll explain a little bit once I get there. Right now I'm just making sure my blitz kind of gets done for the evening. Didn't have a good matchup for one of my lower tier teams, so I'm seeing if I can get one by losing. Of course not. Can I win this? Probably not. Will I try it? Sure, why not? Actually, let's change teams to see if I can find someone slightly. Want to kind of make sure I get a win on that first one, so I don't have to drop down. Testing this live streaming thing out, just kind of see what it's like. I've never really done it before today. Anyone clear this? No, okay. I only taunt with my Royal Guard if I know no one can cleanse it first turn. Let's get some heals out. And sure, why not? Get some cleanse. Get rid of Punisher. Get rid of Iron Fist. Not that he's going to be healing anybody at this point, but it's just habit. You know what we want to do? Let's get some jams going in the background here. Okay. Let's ability. Make sure that Wolverine gets it. Oh, nice. And that missed on Deadpool. The one person I did not want to hit with that. All right, I think at this. Oh no, I better make sure Deadpool goes down before I auto. Of course, he revives. All right, I think at this point I can probably just auto through. Hey, Araka, how are you doing? Right now, I'm just going through my blitz for the evening, and then I'll kind of explain the other stuff that I'm working on, which has to do with Ultima 7. And ultimately, what that is just something I call kind of watching the sausage get made. Got a video I'm planning on doing for it to just kind of talk about the lanes, and I'm probably going to lose this, but that's okay. And I started the video earlier today on my other live stream, and then I've got I'm halfway done with the lanes, I think, so I'll finish this half and then see how it ends up. Let's see. So let's. She should probably hide. Wolverine will clear the summon, so I never summon on his second turn. Yeah, this is an auto. These guys are dead. That's okay. I always try to get a win with this team even early, but sometimes it's pretty hard. You got to have a really good matchup and not get... yeah, this is over. I'm just autoing. I could just quit, but yeah, why not? Just... I always make sure that I have a team that I can win in the first tier 8 fight. After that, I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. If I drop, I drop. Yeah, man. Ultimate 7. It's just going to be nice to have a new raid. I don't know if you guys have looked at it in depth. I started really looking at it in depth earlier today. I think I live streamed for like 3 hours. It was a little bit crazy, to be honest with you. And man, some of those nodes get pretty tough. Of course, I guess I'll just do this one. I think it's Phoenix. I've got to think the other one's probably Cyclops. But the third one is the one that I'm a little torn on. Is it Coulson? Is it, someone was saying maybe it's Dark Phoenix. I was like, that would be super lame to say 3 and one of them be Dark Phoenix. Like, that's the same tune. Let's not get out of control here with all this stuff. So, but yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Phoenix, Cyclops, and then maybe Coulson. I don't know. I mean, the other one, otherwise, I think maybe it's, Mysterio. We've still got, 3 weeks or so. I think Spider-Man comes out in July, so we'll see. Yeah, Mysterio. Hey, Tony, how's it going? At like 3-1, I think, right around 3.1 blue. I've got a pretty decent roster. Been playing a little over a year, about a year and a month. I think actually tomorrow is my 1-year anniversary of WolverThor YouTube stuff. So I started doing it about a month after I started playing. So do I need to still do this? I'll probably auto this here shortly, hopefully. You just curious, Blue, how much collection power I got? All right, there we go. This is over now. Oh, nice. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I was really hoping that what I put together there would be helpful. I've got to do what I'll call a culmination video that's kind of got all the links in it. And what I want to do is kind of show how I'm currently playing Fear the Darkness, because I don't know if you saw the timed version, but I flew through the time part and I think I was top 10 or right around there. Yeah, go ahead, Tony. I'll try to jump in there when I can. Is there any matchup I could win here? I like that one better. Who do I want to go at first? That's the question. I think I'm going to go at Thanos, because I'm hoping I can spread from him after he taunts. Actually, what's even better is he'll taunt and not get it. So, Tony, Star-Lord and Minerva are clearly, yes, absolutely. To me, they're the top 1 and 2 picks, maybe even top 1A and 1B. So without a doubt, those two. Fury, I think, is a good option. I obviously did not use him, but that doesn't mean that he's not a good option. I've heard of plenty of people who have done really well with him, and I just didn't use him. One day I might try to do it, but I haven't. Anyway, the point is I do think he's a good pick. Juggernaut and Magneto, I've heard a lot of people use. I personally wouldn't bring them, honestly. I think that while Juggernaut and Magneto are a great, I don't know, kind of combo normally, I think that their cooldowns for Fear the Darkness are probably not the greatest. That's my opinion. I just think that it's, I don't know, kind of, I'm alting here because she's going to die otherwise. So, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but people have used them and people like them in there. I just personally don't. Just mainly because of the cooldowns. But Loki, you use Juggernaut and Magneto, or you used Fury? It's funny they keep. There we go, nice. Okay, yeah, Fury. Fury, I think. I mean, he's a borderline no-brainer too. He's fantastic. I used Rocket and Groot, but that's because I had them up. I've always kind of focused Guardians, and I love them. Yeah, I mean I'm probably going to use that same team in Ultimate 7 actually, but with Thanos. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Tony. If you've got his basic up, God, I mean, I forget what Juggernaut's cooldown is for his ultimate and taunt. It's I don't know. It's tough. And I'm with. I have heard that a lot of people like Juggernaut in there. I just haven't used them, and until I do that or I see a video of someone actually using them, I don't want to necessarily recommend it just based on kind of the theory behind it by itself. But that's it. So I'm actually gonna try this. This is an Avengers squad versus a Defenders team. I'm expecting to lose, but I'm starting to kind of share this Avengers team a little bit. You can obviously see my Ant-Man's pretty low and my Black Widow's pretty strong, but it does a little bit better than what I thought. I want to see. Hey Tony, good to see you again, man. I want to see if I can actually beat a Defenders team and if these Avengers are actually okay, but I haven't had luck with it yet. At least not that I can recall. Normally I can find some matchups I can win with these guys. So I've got a stun here, and what I'm going to actually first do is stun Luke Cage so he can't use his defense up yet. I'm going to go ahead and actually, I don't want to slow her ability block. I'm going to go ahead and slow because I have some defense ups up, so I feel like I can take some Punisher. Well, no, Cap can, of course. I want to stun nobody because Jessica Jones is going to cleanse everything. So her speed is going to top everybody else. So I just want a basic at this point. See if I can get Iron Fist down. And again, I don't want an ability block because Jessica Jones is going to cleanse here. Come on, brothers and sisters. Here's the cleanse. All right. So now let's see if I can actually survive this thing. It's just there. Nice. Our Iron Fist is gone. Let's just solo target Punisher for now. Let's stun Luke Cage. Let's actually clear some of these. Let's see. Thanks for playing there. I still don't want any ability blocks yet. I'll use it next on Luke Cage. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and ult with her. Nice. So now I'll ability block Luke Cage. I will jump around. Oh, this is looking good. See if, oh, maybe not so much. I talked too soon. All right, let's, oh, I thought Luke Cage was gone, but of course he's not. Let's save it and kill him first. Let's see if these two can take out Jessica Jones. Of course. Which one of these hits harder? No. Speed up. So there you go. An Avengers team beating a Defenders team on tier 8 point whatever. So that's pretty solid, right? See? So Avengers don't totally suck. Obviously, you got to get some things to go your way there, but that's the power of that team there. You can see my Hulk's not even built up all the way yet, but got a decent Black Widow. You know, the Wasp is, I got 5 red stars on. Ant-Man is low, but, you know, it's something. So Avengers are there. Can be something for you. Let's see. All right, let's go with this squad. This team can beat Defenders as well. Probably too high of a Punisher to win this one, but oh yeah, I'll have to go Galloway and Edwards now. I just feel like they're not meta like everyone else. Tony Edwards, like I don't know. I mean, it's like, I mean, you know, I'm using Ant-Man and Wasp, which you don't see many people do. And my Wasp is whatever, 5 red stars. All right, I'm definitely not gonna survive this one. I didn't taunt on him because the only way I can survive is if I get if I can win this, I can taunt the Iron Fist. Oh, so much for that. So this is when I go at Iron Fist. Normally I go at Iron Fist there, but I gotta get Punisher out. And then this is what I saved the taunt for, so I could keep it on Iron Fist a little bit longer, so I can take him out when Luke Cage taunts. If I can keep Doctor Strange alive, I might be able to bring back Minerva, which would be awesome. It's getting close here. There. All right, so Minerva can come back. All right. Might be able to pull this off, maybe. No, that's probably the end of me. If I could get a Loki alt again, it's all right. I need to get him down just so I can. Oh, this is gonna be close. No, I'm sure she's gone. Okay. Still holding out okay. Chorus gone. Alright, I should... Oh, still one more turn, dang it. Hopefully she goes at a minion. Nice. So I should be able to bring someone back with Minerva and even alt with Loki. So I should be good here. And there you go. So that squad's pretty decent too. This is my villain squad. I'm sure most people are used to this. These guys typically win if there's no defense up or a Guardians team who nukes a player first turn. So there's no winnable matches there. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into my newly formed Brawlers team. You can see that America's pretty much a lot lower than everybody else. We'll go ahead and go at another Defenders team here with this one, just to kind of show. I have won these before too, but we'll see. And who do I go at? Oh yeah, Punisher. I was trying to remember who I was like. Who do I focus? I love Captain Marvel. I did a collab back in the day with Valley when she was first coming out, and I was jokingly saying that she's at a celestial level, and I still believe that to this day, that she's just, man, she's just so good. We got a guy in my alliance who's got a 70, well, with buffs, 70k in war. It's just, gosh, she's so hard to take down. She's taken down like 140k teams by herself. It's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to win this one. I don't know why. Could be wrong, but we'll see. I'm going to go for the ult to get him out of there. Yeah. Of course, she didn't clear any of the attacks, so he's going to counter and kill her. Boop. Bye-bye. I was really hoping she'd clear those. I don't think the special would kill him, so I went with the basic. Alright, this should be good to go. This should be Auto City. I spent money toning. I bought the orbs up front. I think I got like an 80 drop and then a 40 drop or something, like back to back. So I got some lucky RNG owner. I always do those early packs mainly for, well, obviously it helps my roster, but two, I want to make sure that I can show content like this with her. If I can stun that cap, I can win this one. All right, I'm gonna lose this, but if I can stun the camp, I might be able to win. With Ultron, but without Magneto. Probably a Vision Guardians mix, I'm guessing, Ahmad. That's kind of where I'd go with it, I think. Or maybe, I mean, it depends who you've got high, obviously. You know, if you've got a high... Oh, of course, Mordo's already gone. That's hilarious. So this is over. I could probably just auto and be done. I'm like, where's my stun? If you got a high Captain Marvel, then put her on because she's amazing. If you've got, you know, maybe a high Iron Man and War Machine, maybe that's better with Ultron and a Vision or something. But, yeah, these guys are all... I'm just going to... I'm pretty sure this is over. Yeah, with defense ups, it's kind of hard to win this one. Honestly, that's a good team, Ahmad. How is that treating you? Soon everybody's going to have Ultron, and then he's going to be able to get red starred. I'm actually low-key... I'm not... Yeah, honestly, then yeah, that's a good team. I mean, just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that'd be good. If my Star-Lord was higher, I'd... I mean, my Star-Lord and my Rocket are great because I use them in Fear the Darkness, but they're not arena-worthy because I don't have any red stars on them. Well, let me say that I have 2. Oh... I think you're still fine, Ahmad. Even if you had, you know, 5 to 10 Ultrons, you'd probably be okay with a team like that. If Ultron gets reds, I don't think that's going to be for a while. Because, I mean, just think about him with reds. He would be untouchable. You could leave him by himself. You know, unless you have, like, 5 Captain Marvels on your team who all go before him, forget it. Yeah, no problem, man. Let's see. Let's start over here with chain on the bones. Only a few more teams left here, and then I'll get over to the spreadsheet, which I'm sure no one's really that interested in seeing, to be honest. It's pretty boring, but it's all right. Auto this here in a second, probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how or if they'll ever do reds. If they did do it on Ultron, I'm guessing it's going to be some future, like, next level of the Dark Dimension or something, like where Dormammu is protecting it and you got to beat him. I don't know, something crazy hard. I actually thought they were going to go from, like, red to, like, blue stars or something like that, but it seems like they're really kind of dragging the red stars out a bit. So, all right. So I'm on my last 3 here. Let me just do something. I gotta, while I'm doing this, that's the spreadsheet I'm gonna go into here in a sec. I just gotta set my timer for, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just set it just to make sure. Okay, so I was just setting something in the background there. Didn't want you guys to have to worry about that. This is whatever. I can beat anybody. My hands drink better. Wait, what are you saying, Tony? You saying that you've got everything ready for Jean Grey? Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. That's awesome if you've already got the T12 stuff. I'm currently saving a bunch of mats for her and actually Cyclops. It's a ton of mutant mats. Yeah, that's a smart move, man. She seems like she's going to be sick. And I don't know if Cyclops' damage is going to stay like how it shows on msf.gg, but if it does stay like that, it's going to be just stupid good. This War Machine's a 5 red star War Machine. He's pretty sick. Nah, it looks like he's not going to have much to... I always like to look at the damage after his. Mainly 60s. It's not bad. It's Rocket Raccoon level. It's crazy, though, because Rocket can get that with, 50s, 60s without offense up. Actually, in my Rocket's not 5 red stars, so... Rocket is just God. I love Rocket. Let's see. That's fine. I'll just go after this. Yeah, Loki. I think I would save some mats just in case for her. 160. I'm around 170, so I'm not much higher than you, but I'm still a little bit worried even at where I'm at. Though I don't know how I'm going to upgrade anymore because I'm not going to level these tunes to 70. It's just too much gold. But I don't know. I don't want to put more, T4 or T3 mats into them. I'm definitely not putting any T4 mats into them. Oh yeah, Pyro's, my 5 red star Pyro's pretty sick. I got that early on. That's why I didn't even, sometimes when I face a Guardians team like this, I won't necessarily use his special first turn, but I don't know. Hopefully I'll still win. I don't want to kill Groot, so I'm not going to charge yet. Just making sure everybody gets that, except for Groot. I need to get Rocket out of there. Alright, now we can auto. Yeah, it's, well, and you'll see a lot of, I don't know if you recall, but way back in the day, I think it was during when the Kree minions first came out for Fury, people were furious. Personally, I was kind of like, well, I could see in Captain Marvel, she's a Kree, maybe there's some connection, so it loosely made sense. But even after that, they being Fox Next said, we're not going to make you level up, characters that are useless or, only for one certain thing. I forget exactly how they said it. I'm kind of paraphrasing. And, there's a lot of people who are kind of vocally upset with the fact that, the likes of Hand Assassin and Nobu are, needed for us. Loki's a good character. I like Loki. This is probably Auto City at this point, but actually I'm just going to auto. I'm not even going to worry about it. Ronin's decent. Nobu's, I think I already said he sucks. Who else is there? Mordo, he's good. He's got his uses. Yeah, Nobu Mordo. I don't know. God, I can't level up some of Nobu's abilities even to pass like level 4. They're so bad. How'd Loki work in Fear the Darkness? Okay, I'm just curious about that. That's interesting. Okay, so now I'm on to the what I'll consider maybe less exciting part of this. Maybe it is, exciting. Who knows? I don't know what you're gonna necessarily think about it. But let's see. What do I have a daily objective for? Oh, you know what? I gotta hold on a second. I need to keep blitzing. Almost forgot about that. Oh, here's that Shuri team again. Tony Edwards, I think you were wanting me to fight that Shuri team earlier, weren't you? I think you were. Oh, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, all right, fine, Tony. I'm doing this one for you. If I lose, you have to send me 70,000 points. Not even sure how to approach this team. I'm not sure if it'll matter or not, but... Ah, gotcha. Well, it sounds like you had quite a squad, Ahmad. All right, so these guys all have defense up. But I want to get my taunt on Groot. So I'm just going to go at Minerva because that's who I want to use. They're all going to do stuff that I blind wouldn't do anything for. So let's just keep going at Minerva. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm an idiot. I think he's I should have blinded Falcon. I forgot he actually acts normal and doesn't. I was thinking he'll use his special first turn because that's what I always do. But it's like, just because I always do that doesn't mean he's gonna always do that. She's got to deflect, so I don't want to use that. So I might have screwed that one up. I might have been able to win this otherwise. I don't remember. Did he summon yet? Oh, see, I'm not paying attention now. This is bad. Oops. Oops. Blinded Ultron anyway. And there's this. And oh man, that's going to speed them up big time. I'm going to lose this. Of course it doesn't kill her. Unreal. What a joke. How did that not kill her? And then Shuri's like, nope, you're back at full health. Man, this is a butt kicking. Unless Ultron and Rocket can save it, I'm toast. And I don't think they're going to be able to. I don't think they're going to be able to. Stop messing with my Rocket. I need him around. Let's see. I'm just like focused on this Minerva who I can't kill, which is hilarious. Oh, of course, I got Falcon still speeding up. I really screwed up on that first turn. Oh, well, that's pretty much all she wrote. I'm just going to auto now. That's over. Oh, nice, Ahmad. I'm glad they hopefully got some use there for you. So I think that's the first time I've lost with that Ultron team, by the way. Now, granted, again, I think that had I properly blinded Falcon first turn, it might have ended up differently, but who knows. And also the fact that Minerva didn't die from Ultron's ult and she had defense up. It's like, come on. To get out of here with that nonsense. Let's just get him out. Almost get him out. This one should be good to go. Oh yeah, I lost 20. I got smoked. No, no, Jackal. The only thing in Fear the Darkness after the second runs is just for the icon that you get around your, or the ring around your profile. That's it. Tony, I didn't see the power difference, but I think it was 350 some K. So I think it was like 120K punch up. So I'm not gonna necessarily say it's good. I mean, like, look, when you're punching up that much, it doesn't mean that a team's good, in my opinion. It just means that they're a lot stronger than you are. I haven't been playing with the Condons much. I don't even have them at 6.664 yet. I didn't buy into the fact that they were this great raid team, and I get that everyone's saying that, you know, well, if you use them for, or if you invest in like 7 of their T4 mats, they're fantastic. I'm like, okay. I wonder if I could kill. I don't think I don't want to risk it. I wasn't sure if I could kill him with a basic, and I needed to take him out. Um, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have that enough T4 mats and enough gold to do that for a team that I'm only going to use in, you know, potentially one mode. And it's like I still got, you know, I mean, if my Fear the Darkness team isn't good for raids, that's kind of stupid. So I'm like, well, I could at least bring them in there. I should be able to auto through the rest of this. All I do is count that paper, apparently. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's see, is that Shuri team still lurking? No, alright. So now I've got to, I'll just get this one for my last Blitz currency of the night. I normally don't like to take Brotherhood into Defenders, but well. I always forget to go to Jessica. I'm so dumb. That shows you how often I take my Brotherhood into, this is going to be interesting too. How often I take my Brotherhood into the Defenders, because now what's her name? Taunts, yeah. And she heals. Yeah, this is, I suck. I suck. Hopefully we get some ticks here. JJ is going to cleanse everything here soon. And I can't get her dead. Come on. Come on, die from the bleed, die from the bleed. I want my points for Blitz. Alright, this should kill her. Alright. I don't know what I was worried about. It was silly. Alright, so that's my last Blitz fight. And then we'll get into the nonsense of Ultima 7 analysis. Which, again, can be boring for some, but I just figured I'd show you guys basically what I'm doing to make this video. So let me just collect these. I've got 100 campaign energy I should probably spend. If I use all my arena fights, yeah. Where's everybody at? My boy Crag down at 9. Alright, so let's see. What do I want to spend my rosters on? I'm farming Mutant. gear. I think I've farmed most of it for the day. I'll get that one in. 4, not too bad. Could be a lot worse. All right, so what I'm doing in this the point of this live stream is ultimately, actually, let me make sure I finished I think I finished already. Yeah, okay. As I'm analyzing this raid, so I'm going through each lane and kind of the nodes and put it into a spreadsheet. So what you'll see here is, let me switch the windows. So this is the spreadsheet I did earlier. So first you can see lanes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it kind of goes into 5 and 6. You're like, well, what's lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? If you weren't here earlier, this is that sheet where it's like, this is 1, this is 2, so on and so forth. So I'm basically going through here and looking at each one of these nodes and kind of analyzing the node a little bit based on their enemies, putting the power into the spreadsheet, and then getting kind of an overall analysis of like, okay, which one of these seem harder? So you can see like, I can kind of look along here, which nodes, if this has got higher power, I've got some notes here. It's like, okay, this is the same node. So how difficult is this one versus this one? This one has a slight more power. This one I'm talking about, what is it? Mini Defenders, Spider-Verse combo plus Captain America. This is talking about heavy debuffs, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Mordo, Doctor Strange. Yeah, so this one with some taunters. I mean, this one looks harder than this one, even though it's harder power. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I got all the way through lane 3 earlier. So let's get over to lane 4. All right, so lane 4 is this one here. So lane 4, node 1. All right, they're calling this waiting in the cut. I don't know why they'd call it that, but all right. Okay, this one doesn't really, I mean, the operative is going to be annoying. I'm not even sure how to really think about this. It's just like, all right. I mean, obviously there's it's like my thoughts on there's this mini Brotherhood plus some stealth, really, and Mortal Blind. And it's really what I'm going to write for it is mini Brotherhood stealth, and it's op/sentry with Mordo. All right, and you guys will see what I'm doing here in a second. So, format, text wrapping, wrap. Okay, so, and again, so now the next part I do is just I basically go into the spreadsheet and I just put the math in here. No. I'm not. We're not in Alt 7. I'm just looking at the nodes. I'm previewing it. I didn't launch it necessarily, Tony. Okay. Again, this is sausage making at its best. This is just how I do my videos. So I'll have a bigger video on or a shorter video on this stuff later that'll show kind of my overall thoughts. But I figured, what, a live stream, just to play with the live stream and figure it out and kind of show some of the stuff. So I'm just kind of going through the math here on the nodes. So I just did some Nexus 41, 358 plus 43. So these first ones aren't terrible, to be honest with you. I'm assuming everybody's going to be able to get these first ones, no problem. 44, 351. All right, so let me just double check the math. So that's your Black Widow. It's your Juggernaut. Wait, what did I miss here? Oh, see, it's exactly. Oh man, I'm clearly already getting tired from when I did this earlier. I already almost forgot someone. 44172. So I got the Black Widow, the Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Operative, Mordo, Century, 2 Mystiques, and 2 Electras. Alright, so what's the math there? I don't know why that's not centered, but let's get it centered. Alright, a little bit lower in the other one. Okay. Alright, so now let's go to node 2. Let's jump back in game. So node 2 is here. This one they're calling a touch of red because of the bleeds. And then Scarlet Witch and Juggernaut are both red, I guess. And Doctor Strange wears red. Vision has some red on him. I don't know. It's weird. So, bleeds. Let's see. Just typing in the, especially bleeds, jugs, / Viz, and Doctor Strange. Alright, so let's get back to the spreadsheet. This node doesn't frighten me too much, honestly. Just seems kind of like, yeah, bleed heavy. So that's what I just wrote, the bleeds, jugs, Scarlet Witch / Vision, Doctor Strange. So this is the Carnage, 44,915 times 2 plus 44,172 times 2. That's the same power of the Juggernaut in the last node, actually. 23,475. I will say one thing about doing this is it's going to show exactly what changes from now until later, so that's a good thing. Even though we know this one's going to change, so it's really not that big a deal. All right, so checking the math. That's my... Man, I am drunk as hell. Yeah, I'm glad I'm double checking this stuff. It's going to be so bad. Venom. Vision. Strange. Sabretooth. Scarlet Witch. 2 jugs. 44,172. And 2 carnages. Alright. So that's a little bit lower again. Okay. Seems easier than the other ones. Alright, so this is the same as lane 3. It's the boss node. They share that. Nothing to put there. I can do that for these other 2 as well. Okay. Alright, so now we are on to node 4. Yeah, oh yeah, good point, Ahmad. So you're saying it's not just because they're red? The Juggernaut can't make you bleed. All right, so we're on node 4 in lane 4, which is this one. They call it Bowflex. You know what? This one. I'm pretty sure they have this. This is the same as this one. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's. Hold on a second. Street Sweepers. All right. Okay, so that wasn't the same, but this one is the same. So is this, so it looks like lane 4 node 4 is the same as lane 2 node 4. It is. All right, so this, all right, I'm glad we noticed that. So let's get over to this. And I need to, so this, I need a different color, same as lane 2. And this will equal, this equals, and I want to color code those. I like to just have things pop a little bit so I see them and I know that they're the same. All right, well, that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so let's jump back into the game then. Okay, so node 5, right? Lane 4, node 5. Tanks, I remember that one too. Where's tanks? Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so this is the same as lane 1. Well, let's double check again. Hold on. So that's It's called tanks. Yep, looks like they're the exact same. Okay, so those are the same. So let's jump back to the spreadsheet again. I'm glad I'm seeing this. No, I'm not drinking, Tony. I was just saying that because I'm doing something. I was just, I don't know, mental breakdown. So I want to color code those. I'm going to run out of colors here. Let's make it yellow. All right. So let's see. So now I'm on 7. I remember this one too. Man, are they just... Yep, all right. So lane 3, node 7 is also called kicking it. Oh, I'm sorry, lane 2, node 7. Yeah, they're the same again. Okay, this is making things a little bit easier. That was lane 2, right? Yep. Okay, so lane 2, copy. This is... Oh, you know what I didn't do? Let me... Sorry, guys. Let me show you guys here. I'll do the same thing. So I'm on node 7 here in lane 4. And if you jump over to here in lane 2, it's the same. So you can kind of see as I jump back and forth, the nodes are the same. So that's what I'm doing again. All right, so this is same as lane 2. Just, and then we'll highlight that one as blue. All right, so we see some overlapping lanes. All right, so now we are on node 8 on lane 4. I remember this one too. All right, let's, I gotta make sure I don't do it to you guys again. So we're looking at this node here, the scalpel in lane 4. And I remember seeing that earlier, and it's, yeah, so you can see lane 1 has that same one. So there's some overlap here. I'm sure the last 2 lanes are similar. So that's the same as same one. So let's get back to the spreadsheet. That's why I love doing stuff like this, for picking up things like that and that. So there's some overlapping lanes there. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, so now we're on to lane 5. And again, lane 5 and 6 are these last 2 on the outside. So I'll do 5. And I'm only going to basically this line here. I'm not going any higher because, just because it's, well, you know what, maybe I will at this point, because these are, if these 2 have duplicates, it'll be easy. So, all right, so let's go to lane 5, which is here. Sweater weather. I don't remember that one. Let's get back to this one. So sweater weather. I don't think that was anywhere. Just double checking to make sure. All right. All right, so the first ones are all different. So sweater weather in lane 5. Let's just look at this for a second. Not sure why they call it that. This node doesn't frighten me at all, really. So what would I really call this? Not sure what I would call this. I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of a weird node. Storm times 3. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what I don't know. It's like DS, Pyro, Thor, see, I'm literally just listing the characters at this point. It's kind of silly. And Quake, I mean, it's, I don't, let's wrap that text format, text wrapping, just get the center. So now I'm just doing the math here. 43,390 plus 2 storms, which is 44,589 times 2, plus 43,369 plus a couple of Thors, 43,569 times 2, plus a couple crossbones, 43,987 times 2. Plus 43,421. All right, so let's just check my math. 43, that's your Quakes. That's your 2 crossbones. That's your 2 Thors. It's your 1 Pyro. It's your 3, that should be a 3. Your 3 Storms. And your 2 or your 1 Doctor Strange. All right, so that's, let's get these centered too. Okay, so 43, that's about consistent with most of the other ones. All right, so let's get back in game. All right, so node 2, let's see, shoot to thrill. I feel like I remember this name. Of course, and it is a duplicate again. So lane 3 node 2 is the same as that, so this is the same as 3. Alright, so what I'm doing here is just copying over, oh come on, sorry, I'm trying to do something on the computer here. Alright, so same as 3. So this will equal this, but I gotta color code it. I've already used yellow and blue. I think 6 I've used green, right? Yeah, I need to zoom out a second so I can see all the colors here. What color do I need to use there? I guess just kind of a light green. I shouldn't have too many more. I always do that. I always forget which greens I used. All right, zoom back in. Okay, all right. So let's get back in game, and now we're on. Oh yeah, you know what I need to do too is, before I get back in game, is these boss nodes are shared between these 2 lanes. Oops, and you know what I need to do too is I need to copy this, put it here. And put this here. Let's see. So it's 3. 6 is also a boss. And 9 is a boss. So I got 3, 6, and 9. And then again, I need colors to match. Ugh, I hate when the color spectrum's too small. I need more. Night, Tony. We'll see you soon, man. I guess a dark blue is really the best I can. I don't like doing that because then I've got to use white text. I use a gray. Okay. All right, so we are on node 3, lane 5. So let's get back in game here. All right, so they call this one Backstreet Brawlers. Please tell me this wasn't one of the other ones too. Oh my God, are you serious? It's the exact same. Huh. That's hilarious. So that is the same as lane 1. So that shares the same lane as lane 1 and 2. That's interesting. So, yeah, so if you can see here, I'm zooming out. So this one over here is the same as this one here. So really your edges, I think, are going to be the same. So that's interesting. All right, so let's get back to our spreadsheet. Man, I know this might not be exciting for some of you. It's not necessarily exciting for me, but what I do like is it's very clearly playing some things out for me. But I need that to equal that one. All right, so actually I should make this one say same as lane 5. Okay, so now let's get back in game for a second. All right. Bleeding Love. Was that one? Let's see if that existed anywhere. Sure did. Lane 1. It looks like it's the same power again, too. Yep. All right. So node 4 is the same as lane 1 too. Man, these guys are just... Alright. Oh, more colors. Actually, let's use the gray there, I suppose. Oh wait. No, because I'm using that for those. Oh, Noonan, come on. Too much damn color on this thing. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to... No, that's no, you don't want that. It's not what I wanted. Yeah, just put a box around it. Call it out a little bit so you can see it pops. No, what I was doing there, again, nothing super exciting. I was basically just trying to figure out a way to show that those two are the same. All right, so let's get back to lane 5, node 5. Get you back in game. Yeah, it's crazy. I think, and actually before I get back in game, I wonder if, yeah, so that's even what I put here in the notes for this node was heal blocks. You know, it's just like defense down, ability blocks. It's just so debuff heavy, it's crazy. And then obviously there's Drax, but it was just like Winter Soldier heal block, Reaper heal block, Hand Assassin heal block, Horath heal block, Vision or Venom heal block. You know, it's just like, okay, I get it. You don't want me to heal. All right, so we are now doing, what are we doing here? Lane 5, Node 5, which is the one right before the boss. And if I was a bet man, I'd say it's a duplicate of a different node somewhere. Yes, mechs and minions. I remember looking at this one before. There it is. So this is the same as lane 3. Yep. All right, so this is the same as lane 3. And so let's just jump back to the spreadsheet for a second. So I just copied this here, and you can kind of see. Let's get the formatting here. Yeah, so I was just saying War Machine, Iron Man, and Ultron minions. I don't understand this node. I mentioned this in my earlier live stream. It just seemed very, like, didn't make sense to me. But I'm sure those Ultron minions are going to be stronger than their power show. So, all right, so let's get back in game and look at. All right, so let's see. From, you know what? This is a duplicate too. I remember from Street to Space. Yep. So yeah, from Street to Space is basically like, the only one I don't understand about this is Black Panther. Everyone else is either space or street because they're from the city, like Miles and Spider-Man, and there's Black Panther. It's like, he's not from space, he's not from the street, from Wakanda. So I'm not sure what you're thinking there, Fox Next, but it doesn't make any sense to me. So this one is the same as lane 1 again. So we want to, let's get back to the spreadsheet. So I want to, let's see. Really, it's just, this is, I'm copying this exactly. Okay, so this makes it easier for doing the spreadsheet, knowing that there's certain nodes that are the same. All right, so let's get back to game again. Yeah, who knows? I don't know what they're thinking on some of this. I mean, it's like, okay. I mean, I don't mind sides being the same, but it's like I didn't expect that. So what node are we on here? Lane 5, node 7, which is this one. Who's in control? I don't know if I remember this one. Oh, sure enough. Yep, same as lane 1. All right. But it's going to be like this. So you can see a pattern generating here. So again, these are the same. Okay, so let's jump back to the spreadsheet. All right, so I'm copying this. And then I'm copying the format of that one and pasting the format. Okay. Okie doke. Let's see, if I had to guess, this one's going to be the same as lane 3, just based on the pattern we've got going here. All right, so let's get back in game. We're in node 8. So node 8, chain gang. Yeah, I remember this one too. It's right here. Nope, oh, I was wrong. Where's the chain gang? Oh yeah, I went to the wrong lane. That's why. So lane 3, like I said, yep, same power. So I'm jumping back and forth. These are the same. So this is same as lane 3. So let's jump back to our spreadsheet again. All right. And then let's go to our boss node. All right, so let's get back in game. Yeah, I know. It's just like they're doing that on purpose. You know, it's like you have to go through a Drax to do anything. All right, so what am I on here? Node 9, so boss. Sight for sore eyes. I remember this one because I remember talking about it. So if I had to guess which one this matches, I'm guessing lane 1. Come on, you can do it. Yep, there it is. So and this is really where it kind of takes off to get really, really hard. Yeah, so you can tell those two. I'm jumping back and forth between them. They're the same. All right, so you can copy that and go there. Didn't even need the gray. So those outside lanes. All right, so let's finish lane 6 and then be done with that portion of it. And then, you know, I think I'm probably going to go all the way up just to see, you know, what lanes get harder later so that you can decide who to put where. Slap. All right. Oh, wait, you know what I didn't show you is, hold on a second. So, yeah, so what I did is I just copied that there. Nothing special. Because it was the same. All right, so slap. Do I remember seeing slap? I don't think so. But at this point, yeah, I don't, good. At least the first nodes aren't identical. All right, so what do we got here on slap? Obviously, Miss Marvel likes to slap people. I don't get the rest of it. Just seems like a kind of a ragtag group here. A little bit of brawler synergy with Daredevil, Miss Marvel. Yeah, this is weird. Hurl / DD, Nebulas, Black Widow / Quake combo. That used to be sexy in the arena back in the day. Kree Noble and Sabretooth. It's kind of just a weird group. Honestly, I don't get it. So let's get back to the spreadsheet here. And so this is what I got. I just basically just listed what they have. Nothing too exciting. So, all right, so let's get the math in here. So the first one is 2 Miss Marvels, a couple Nebulas, said this in the earlier stream, and I might have said it earlier here too, but this is really helping me understand these lanes like crazy well. It's a lot of time to put into it, but it's like, oops, did I? 44, 360 plus 44, 125, 40, 985 times 2. All right. Yeah, this one, I mean, these early nodes don't look too bad. I think 30% is really doable for a lot of alliance, especially if you're 100%ing alt. Well, the only way to do it is if you're 100%ing alt 6. But so let's see. So Kree Noble, I'm just checking my math here. Daredevil, Quake, Black Widow. Oops. Wait. Oh, yeah, I did her twice. I did Black Widow twice. So let's double check again. So I've got my Kree Nobles, my Sabretooth, my Daredevil, my Quake, my Black Widow, 2 Nebulas, and my 2 Miss Marvels. All right, so what does that come out to? All right, so it's pretty on par with the rest of them. All right, let's see if we pick up this pattern of, yep, this is a duplicate too. All right, I forget which one it was. Let's see if I had to guess. Lane 4? No. Lane 2? There it is. All right. So lane 2 and lane 6 match. As you can see, as I'm, oh wait, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I keep doing that to you. It's one bad thing about switching back and forth. I just want the screens big enough. So lane 6, node 2, lane 2, node 2. So 6 and 2. So let's get back to the spreadsheet here. Same as lane 2. I guess I can use the gray here. the same. Just making sure those grays are the same. Could probably just copy and paste the format, which I'm just going to do after making everybody dizzy. All right. Okay. I'm guessing this is the same as lane 4. We'll see. So let's jump back in game. We know that the boss nodes are shared and those are the same, so nothing special there. All right, so now let's go. What node am I on? Node 4. So this is 3, this is 4. Street sweepers. And I remember seeing these guys somewhere. What did I say, lane 4? Not lane 3. Come on, click it. There it is. Same as lane 3. So jump between 3 and 6, and they're the same. So lane 6 here, let's get this. And I want this the same as lane 3. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, but I need a color form or something here. What do I want to do with this one? Is that going to work? It's kind of hard to tell. Don't like that. I'm just basically here. I'll jump back into the spreadsheet. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to figure out a way to color code between this one and the one at 3. I need some type of conditional formatting here. Not conditional formatting, but it's too close to others. I gotta zoom out here. Let's see, what colors have I not used? Roy G. Biv. I really only used red once up here in lane 1. I could use a light red, I suppose. Yeah, you see a lot of the colors kind of all over, but it's meant to kind of show that, you know, these are the same, these are the same, these two are the same, these oranges are the same, these browns are the same. These are actually the same node. I should really, like, you know, what I should do here is kind of group those up. Oh, no, I didn't mean to merge it. That's not what I wanted. I was like, what? That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, do that like that so you know that's all the same node. It's not just, and what I mean by that, it's not just like they're the same. I mean, they're actually shared. So boss nodes, and I mean, obviously it's the boss nodes, but you know, I don't like that's too much. That's making the spreadsheet too. People are just gonna have to figure that out. They know it's the boss node. Where's my phone? All right. Let's see. Do I still have air server on here? I think my air server stopped mirroring. No, it says it's still mirroring. Huh. All right, zoom back in. And zoom over. That's weird. All right, I gotta get my give me a second here. That's the program I use the mirror. It's saying it's not working, but all right, there we go. Okay, so where were we here? We were on node 5 and lane 6. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, click it. Uh-oh. Should probably let's plug into. All right, so run and gun. Remember this one. So let's see, what's our pattern here? 2, 5, 3. So this is going to be the same as 2. So let me get you guys back in game so you can see it. So we are on node 5. Here, run and gun. It's going to be the same as 2. There you go. 2 and 5. Same node. All right. So let's just get back in here. Sorry for bumping the mic. Let's go over to 2. Okay. What? Earlier I wrote, right, this is weird, so I need to look at this. So I don't know why I have this little star there. It might have been an accident. I don't know. It's just weird. All right. Anyway. And then this next one's going to be the same as lane 3. Right? All right. So let's get back in game. So 6 we already know is the same as, or the boss node is the same as 5. So 7 is going to fly now. And I do remember this before. And so this should be the same as in lane 3. Yep, gonna fly now. Yep, all right. Just a bunch of people who fly. Even Hulk, I guess, technically. Because he can jump high, I guess. That's what they're thinking there. So, all right, let's get back into the spreadsheet. And our pattern here. Why is that? That shouldn't have any box around it. All right, so our next pattern is going to be same as lane 2 for the next one. Okay, so let's get back. So what are we on here? Node 8. Let's get back in game. You know it, brother. You got to do spreadsheets. That's it. Let's see. What node am I on here? 6, 7. I'm actually. See, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The sledgehammer. And I remember that one is earlier. So what did I say? That's going to match with lane 2. Yep. Yeah, so that's the exact same node again. All right, so we can see that this node is the exact same as well. All right. Where's my... All right, so there you go. So let's zoom out again. Oh, let me actually get you back into this one. So let's zoom back out to the little 90 action. Mystery project, that sounds mysterious. All right, so now, let's see. So what I want to do here is subtotals, or yeah, so let's actually, so I'm just summing up all these bad boys, and it's going to give us a all right, zoom. So before you get into the later, let's see, just at a, let's zoom out one more. All right, so just at surface here, it looks like lane 6 power-wise looks the hardest before you get into those last 4 nodes. And then lane 2, and then 3, and then these 3 are in theory the easiest. But again, that's just based on power, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of look at some of the descriptions that I've got in here, but all right, so that's interesting. It was not what I was expecting. I did not expect lane 6 to be the hard one. All right, so you know what? Since I'm already kind of through that part, I was expecting that to take a hell of a lot longer, but because there were so many duplicates, we can kind of keep going here a little bit. Air server's out again. Let me get that thing back up. That's what happens when the battery gets low and I keep jumping between the game and the spreadsheet. All right. Okay, so now I want to get into these later nodes here. So so let's zoom. You're not on my spreadsheet at the moment, but just so node 1. I need to, let's see here. What I need to do real quick. Give me a second. I need to brighten up my screen some because it's driving me nuts. A little dark. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to the. All right. So 9, 10, 11. So 10 and 11. So I'm going back to the lanes here. So lane 1, we got node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 and 11 are for lane 1, or these 2, and they're solo by themselves. So let's get here. 10 and 11. All right, so let's get back in game. So that's this node here. All right, so it's first. Oh, what do you know? More Draxes. House calls, what it's called. So we've got Draxes, Stranges, Cables, Venom, and Spider-Man. Okay. So interesting. Draxes, DSs, Cables, Spider-Man / I think I said Venom, I meant Carnage. All right, so now we're going to get into our spreadsheet. I know, 90K Drax, right? Wait, is it 90K? No, it's... No, he's 69K and then 80K. But still, they're still ridiculous. There's 3 of them at that level. It's just absurd. So let's zoom in one more because I know it's... All right, so we're going to do the math here. So we've got 2 Draxes at 69. Was that 802 times 2? Let's see, plus some cable action. 69,783 times 2. 69,212. Jesus, this is hilarious. An 80K Spider-Man. Unreal. All right, so double checking the math here. Let's see, there's your Strange. There's your Drax. There's your 2 cables. Your Spider-Man. Your 2 Venoms. Or, I'm sorry, geez. Again, I'm drunk. Carnage. Your Doctor Strange. Your 2 cables. And your 2 Draxes. All right, so that gives us a... interesting. It's less power than some of the earlier nodes. All right. So let's jump to node 11. So node 11 here. A Kree walks into a bar. Ha ha. So obviously it's got some Kree. I mean, this is Kree, Hydra, and a random Ravager Boomer. Slash Ronin. Hydra, CB, SWS. All right. So let's get back into our spreadsheet. Okay. All right. So node 11 here. Our Ronin is 82K. Jesus, this is hilarious. I want an 82K Ronin. Two core ass. I wrote Kree minions, but it's really 75,216 plus 74,105. That was a times 2. $75,052 times 2. Here's your 80K Winter Soldier. 75K Ravager Boomer. These guys are going to one-shot like all of my Fear to the Darkness team. It's pretty hilarious. Only 5 red stars, too. Yeah, red stars are clearly a mechanism that are meant to be around for a long, long time. If they're not using them in this, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Ahmad. It's just like, oh, you see these, it's like, okay, cool. But then their powers are so strong, you're like, okay, that sucks. So I think that's a Hydra Scientist. So Hydra Scientist, Crossbones, Ravager Boomer, Winter Soldier, 2 Hydra Armored Guards, Taunts for Days, Kree Cyborg, Kree Reaper, 2 Korass, and Ronin. All right, so what's that at? Okay. Solid. All right, so let's now get over to the boss node that these share. All right, so let's check out this boss node. Shots fired. It's probably a bunch of people with guns. Yeah. 3 War Machine. Jesus, hilarious. But everyone in this is 80K. Well, no. The Kree Cyborgs are only 75K, but probably because they get offense up. especially being next to the Kree nobles. Oh yeah, War Machine's Iron Man. This is a tech heavy node. Hey, and what do you know? Another Drax. One thing I'll say is if you don't have the ability to get around Drax in this, you're screwed. Yeah, this one. Just only one Drax, but still. Okay. All right, let's jump back over to the spreadsheet. Oh, actually, let me type in here. So it's really tech heavy. Tech with your War Machine times 3 / Iron Man, Star-Lord, Rocket, and then Kree, Cyb / Noble, B-Widow, and B-Widow, Ronan, and Drax. Oh man, that team looks like it's going to be annoying. Okay, so let's get back into the spreadsheet here. All right, let's get the math going on it. So we got 3 War Machines at 82K. That's going to be pleasant. Imagine. It's a good thing there's no rescue on there. Times 3. And then we've got 2 Crossbones at 82K. That's going to feel good. Taking a couple of those detonates back to back with, yeah, it's just going to be War Machine alts and Crossbones alts. And then your whole team is going to just cry itself to sleep. Can't even throw a Suicide Squad in because one of them's going to one-shot your whole team. 82, 862 plus some Kree Cyborgs, 75, 645 times 3. And then 3 Kree Noble. I am sure they're putting these Cyborgs and Kree Nobles right next to each other so that they can just, so the Nobles can get the assists from the Cyborgs. And they're going to get their offense up. It's just going to hurt. 84K Iron Man, just to probably give War Machine death proofs. Black Widow, well, because she's got to stun Ultron. Or Minerva. Ronan, because he's got an ability block. Ultron and Minerva. All right, so checking my math here. Oh wait, no, I forgot my. I almost forgot my. How do you forget Rocket? Can't forget my boy Rocket. He's my boo. All right, so Rocket, Drax, 2 Ronins at 83, 849. 2 Black Widows at 83, 168. Iron Man at 84. 3 Kree Nobles. 3 Kree Cyborgs. Your Star-Lord. Your 2 Crossbones. And your 3 War Machines for a whopping total of 1.5 mil. I should probably bold that to stick it out a little bit more. All right. Bold. All right. Okay, so now let's see. So let's check out the other 2 nodes for lane 2 in 10 and 11. And again, let's jump to here. 10 and 11 are these 2. So we'll be checking those 2 because we just did this one. So we'll check these 2. Let's get to in game. So that's this one here. strange things. Let's see. Obviously, Doctor Strange is in there. Mordo's in there. Some Vision Scarlet Witch synergy. 2 shield securities. Spider-Man's. Miles. This is interesting. So, some ability blocks, some buff flips. There's a lot of Doctor Stranges, too, in this, which are problematic for your Ultrons. And your Wakandans, with all their buffs they'll have, too. So they'll have to die soon. Let's see, what do you... Sorry, what up, WolverThor? Just watching. I put some art on a... Hero, I'm sure yours is good. My proness here is just putting numbers and calculating them, but... Yeah, no, I agree. I'm that cyborg taunt and offense up. It's like, ugh. All right, so let's see. So this looks like a kind of a tough no. The securities are going to try to keep you from killing Strange, but all right. So let's get back to the spreadsheet. All right, so we're here on lane 2. Let's do the math. Actually, I need to type in what I'm kind of thinking here first. So we got the Scarlet Witch Sub-Fish combo. There's DS. Mordo. I don't know why, but I always think of them together. Spider-Man / Miles together. Security. And Trooper. It's really, I don't know, it's just kind of a ragtag group, but I think it's going to kind of be a pain in the butt. All right, so let's do the math. So Scarlet Witch at a cool 70k. Another 70k Strange. 70k Spidey. These are all pretty much 70k. Vision at 80k. God, that's gonna suck. He's gonna dodge all the time. Two troopers. I'm guessing those troopers are going to be near your securities. All right, so let's just check my math here. Spidey, security, Wanda, Mordo, 2 troops, Vision, security, Miles, Spidey, Strange, and Scarlet Witch. All right, so 88. Okay, let's check the next node here. Node 11. Okay, so this is node 11, so it's called Firestorm. I'm going to expect a bunch of pyros, or 2. There's a quake, a pyro, a storm. Not sure why they call this Firestorm, but okay. Stuart, you know, Cabal they drop a lot of cash, but these late node, and I haven't looked at last node yet, but they get pretty tough. I mean, it's 70 and 80k tunes here. Like, oh wait, sorry guys, it happened again. I keep being off my phone too long. Let me jump back here. If you're wondering, air servers, just how I show my game on the computer. I have some connectivity issues with BlueStacks at the moment, so yeah, see, exactly, 100k Fury, like that's crazy. In war, that takes people's multiple attempts. All right, what's happening here? Give me a second, guys. I got. All right, there we go. Sorry, it's taking a minute to reconnect. All right, so we're looking at this node up here, which is we're calling Firestorm. And yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know, just random. I mean, there's some Avenger, Pyro. It's like mini Avenger, mini Brotherhood with some shield and storm. I mean, that's really what it is, you know. Mini Avenger, Cap, Hawkeye, Brotherhood with Jugs, Pyro, Sabretooth. Just write in the description here. And just your random Wolverine. So let's get back to the spreadsheet. Yeah, tier 15. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be stupid. But hey, it's gear to go towards, so I just wrote this description here, which is basically just listing the opponents, nothing too special. Hero, I think they're right. I haven't actually done the percentages on the what each one is, but just kind of looking at it at surface value, it seems about right. I think so, Stuart. I mean, I think a top 200 should be okay, top 100 for sure, but top 500 might be tough depending, but again, like when you say top 500, do you mean CP? I personally, especially as the way war's kind of playing out, your CP, if it's focused properly, you could have 1.5 CP and be fine, if you've got a couple really well-focused raid teams. But I mean, you've got to be really, really disciplined to do that. Two pyros, 280k pyros. Jeez, that's gonna suck. Kiss your buffs goodbye. Finish off with 280k Sabretooth. Yeah, I don't know. I think people are going to struggle for this for a bit. I mean, I don't care how much money you pour into it. A 90k guy is going to one shot or two shot a lot of these guys. I mean, unless you've got crazy red stars on everybody, then maybe that's a different story. But I mean, the only way to do that is if you dropped crazy amount of money, and frankly, if you're doing that, go ahead, beat the thing in a week. All right, so checking the math here. Sabretooth, Wolverines, Troopers, Jugs, Quake. I'm glad I cut that. Quakes, 2 Storms, 2 Pyros, Cap, Hawkeye, and Black Widow. All right, so cool mill there. All right, so now we can jump over to lane 3, nodes 10. So let's just look at the map here. So now we're looking at nodes 10 and 11 for lane 3. So they're just these two. So I'm going to be looking at those two next. All right, so that's this one. Fury's Brotherhood of Mercenaries. Well, it's pretty clear what this is about. It's Fury with some Brotherhood and Mercs. There's an assault too and a Wolverine thrown in there randomly. Man, this thing is going to be a pain. But, you know, honestly, it should be. I don't know if you guys remember back when Alt 6 came out, people were just hated it. They thought it was too hard. Granted, there were some things they changed, like Loki. But I think that, I don't remember if they nerfed the Thor node or not. They might have. All right, so this node in lane 3. Just trying to see. It's Fury, Mini, Brotherhood, Mags, Jug, Pyro. Oh, actually, that's there's a Sabertooth. The only one they're missing there is Wolves, Merc, Lieutenant / Kingpin for buffs. It's gonna suck. And assaults. Okay, that node's gonna be fun. All right, let's get to the spreadsheet to put the math in. $70, $462, $70, $541, $874 plus 70, $728, $80K Magneto. Even I've got a $90K Magneto in my arena shard because he's got 7 red stars. Dude, the guy's got red stars, 6 red stars on everybody in there. I think he even include, or maybe he might only have 5 on Captain Marvel, but I can't. It might be 6. It's just brutal. $73, $147 times 2. All right, so check the math here. Let's see, Wolverine, Pyro, Juggernaut, 2 shield assaults, Merc Lieutenant, Magneto, Sabertooth, Wolverine, Mark Rygaard, Kingpin, and Fury. All right, so about the same as the other one. Okay. Let's check the other node here. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's check out this one. Green Thumb. Interesting. What a weird node. Got heal blocks and some ability blocks and whatever basics Venom does to you. Okay, that's weird. So we've got Hand, Ass, Sentry, and Sork, GG / Venom, and Daredevil. Such a weird node. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This node's just weird to me. I don't know why, but All right, so let's get the spreadsheet math in there. So here we'll get 2 green goblins. I'm wondering if both, it'd be awesome if both sides were the same. What I mean by that is similar to what happened before, where it's like, as you came up, it's just, you know, both sides deal with the same stuff. Oh, 4 hand assassins. They're gonna just throw those ninja stars at you all day long. 3 daredevils. Times 2. All right, so checking the math here. 82,108, 74, 110 times 2, 85, 9, 1 time, 81, 8, 4 times 3, 75, 37 times 4. Okay, all right, see what that is. Cool mill there, all right. So I'm getting close. All right, so now we are, let's see. All right, yeah, so that's interesting. So they do duplicate some of these things. All right, so now where we're at is lane 4, node 10, and 11. Which I already know they're going to duplicate here. Strange things. So I know this was duplicated somewhere because I remember seeing it. So node 4, strange things, is one of these. There it is. So that is lane 2. Yep, so these two are the same. All right, so same as lane 2. The pattern continues on this. And let's just look at what's the next one. Kree walks into a bar. I bet this one goes to lane 1. Yep. Yep. So all right, like that. Okay, so that's the same as lane 1. So let's see. So I need to copy this, paste the format, copy this, paste the format. So what I'm doing here is, so I just basically it showed that these were the same nodes. That's all. That's all. And then they all come to shots fired, which is the exact same. So let me jump back in game and show you guys this. So they really did just make each side. So the sides are, I mean, you can see this is, so both boss nodes on each side are the exact same. So let's jump back into the spreadsheet. I gotta zoom out a little bit for this one. So that's gonna be the same here, same here. So that's all the same. So they all come to the, actually I should, yeah. What I should do though is 4, 5, and 6. I should say the same as 4. Just so it's a little bit clear that those guys are on the same path. Okay, so now we've got lane 5. Let's zoom back in here. We've got lane 5 node 10 and 11, which are these two, which I'm guessing are going to be identical somewhere. So let's get back into the game. House call. I don't know if I remember. Yeah, green thumb obviously was similar. Where was house call? There it is. So 4 is the same as 1 again. And then green thumb. It's the same, yep. So 3. So let's do house call first. So 4 goes into, where did I say that was at? Yeah, so that's lane 1. So same as 1. So let's jump back to the spreadsheet again. Wait, lane 5, sorry. Okay, and there's a reason I made these different, because they were single node versus, and then I'm guessing the next one's the same as 3. So let's just double check, which I'm pretty sure it is. So we are here. Green thumb, and what I say, the same as 3. Yep, there you go. So they definitely have a pattern in their madness here. All right. All right, so I need to let me double check something. Just all right, so I need to. And same as lane 1. Same as lane 3. Okay. Same lane 2. I gotta. Okay, good. All right. All right. So now we're on our last lane 6, which are these outer nodes. And I'm guessing it's going to be, what's the pattern here? It's going to be 3 and then 2. So, Furious Brothers Nurse Scenario, we know we saw that one. Which is this one, yep, there you go. Getting good at guessing here. So those are the same. So this is the same as 3. Let's see, just copy here. And then let's make sure that okay, and then what's the other one here? I'll show you guys a spreadsheet in a second. Node 11, can't really, all right, so that's Firestorm, which is going to be the same as lane 2, which is this one here. Yep. Yep, so those two, come on. Yeah. All right, so those are identical as well. All right, and then we are done, except for the last node. Okay. So I just jumping back to the spreadsheet for a second. So basically, I'll zoom in. So I just basically copied. You can see there's a pattern here where they're identical. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to see that experience popping up. All right, so now we've got the final boss node. So let's get back in game. Let's just look at it. All right, so the final boss node. They call it shields up. So obviously you've got some shield there. And then Star-Lord, Rocket, Gamora, and Mantis. So it's like shield and guardians. All right. Fury, America, Hawkeye, Trooper, Salt. Yes, that's going to be easy. Black Widow and Guardians. It's going to be Mantis, Gamora, who's going to hit like a truck, Rocket, and Star-Lord. At least there's no Drax. All right. And then let's do the math here. So the final node. All right. The final node equals. All right. So we've got a 94K Mantis, which is easy. I'm sure her health pool is low. 95K Captain America. He won't block anything. Hawk, 93K Hawkeyes. 200K Furies. 672 times 2. Plus 286K Troopers. A 94K Gamora. It's going to be scary with offense up. Plus 93, 210 plus 94K Star-Lord plus, my eyes are starting to cross. Looking at too many damn numbers. All right, so let's just check them here. 94, that's my Black Widow. That's my Star-Lord. That's my Rocket. At least they don't have 7 red stars. That's nice of them. Probably because it would have been impossible. Gamora. 2 Troopers. 2 Furies. 2 Hawkeyes. 2 Captain America. Oh wait, yeah, almost. Glad I checked that. You don't want your numbers to be off, even though they're all the same. Okay. And then your Mantis. All right. Believe it or not, it's the power level is less than the boss node before it, but I'm sure it's hard. It's obviously harder because they're higher. There's just less of them. So we want, these are all the same. All right, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. So these all equal. Good. All right. So let's just step back and look at the power for a second. High scale view here. So yeah, as far as power goes, lane 2 and 6 are the highest. 6 is slightly higher. And then lane 3. And then lane 5. Then lane 1. Then lane 4. All right, so power scale rank. 1. Let's make that a little bit bigger to see. 2. 3. 4. And 6. But again, power levels don't mean that that's necessarily the hardest. You got to really kind of look at what each, group brings in there, but it gives you an idea. So it's going to be interesting to see, which one of these is, kind of the hardest. But this is the culmination of what my research did. And, really it's just, at this point is when I would normally make my YouTube video, as I'd have all this data, and then I'd be like, okay, time to make a YouTube video. And I'd go through the YouTube video just generally telling people, this is how I made this. This is what I did. Da, 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 da. So these live streams were showing that, essentially. So, yeah, I mean, I hope walking through this, I know there's probably not a ton of people who watched over the course, but, for me, I was really glad I did this, because it really shows kind of what these nodes are for, Alt 7, which is going to be a huge kind of thing to do. And you can see there's a lot of overlap in the nodes and the lanes. So, that's kind of good to know. Boss node, I should just, what I'm going to do is, no, I keep getting crazy. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm getting tired. So yeah, so I think I'm probably done with the live stream, honestly, at this point. I'm not sure what else to really show here. I'm not going to go through each of these nodes again. I'll probably talk about those in my other video, but hope this helped. Just kind of walking through it. I appreciate everybody who kind of came by. It was kind of nice, you guys, to hang out and chat. Yeah, no problem. Hope it helped, Ahmad. Appreciate you kind of hanging out and checking it out. I'll do a summation video on all this stuff. But yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of which, at least as far as the power goes for these lanes, which ones are in theory the hardest. You obviously, like I said, you got to kind of go through here and see what, what's in them and what you think might be harder. But, and obviously how if they've put any special code in the game, like if the Draxes have super high resist or something like that. Or they're even slower than they normally are in game, that you can't get through them. Those type of things are going to factor in. But yeah, so all right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up. So if you like what you see, honestly, please click that like as well as that notification bell. And obviously always love to have more subscribers to the channel, but the like and the notification bell are king these days on YouTube, to help get the content out there. And appreciate you guys just clicking those for me, and hopefully it can help spread the content around and hopefully help more people out. So gonna end the stream now. And again, thanks for you guys for sticking it out, and I'll see you guys again soon.